Hey guys, I'm Nathan Masters with Brick System Brothers, and we're going to take a quick look at what is apparently the new Bricklink now that LEGO has acquired the website. I've seen this being called Bricklink XP, although it doesn't look like they have added any additional branding to the previous Bricklink logo. So just for a quick comparison, up in our URL, this has the R3 tag added here. The classic Bricklink is still up, and it is denoted by the V2, and so currently there is still a way to get back to the classic Bricklink down at the bottom of the beta site, but the beta site is very much up and running, so I did want to look at that really quick and just get some basic navigation mentioned. But before I get too far, I do need to say that I was wrong, so just going to put that out there. So I think in the long run, we're not going to see a lot change.
No, wrong.
That is
wrong. And he did the wrong thing.
Wrong. With that money, wrong. Lost one.
Wrong. Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Yeah, so had to eat my words there. Sorry about that. I really didn't see this coming, but I'm not going to just denounce it right off the bat. I do want to look and see, are we actually getting an improved experience here, or are these changes going to be negative? So I don't want to form an opinion too early, and I think everyone should be careful about that going forward, because this does have the potential to improve Bricklink, but it is different, and a lot of people don't like different. So with that in mind, we'll proceed on the new Bricklink beta, Bricklink XP, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of on the way, and it is a lot different from Bricklink. So just quick scrolling here, there's kind of some similarities, kind of some templates that are maybe similar, but that's about where the similarity stops, because we have Studio highly featured right up front here, which I think LEGO is probably pretty happy to have their own digital builder back in-house. There is something kind of different where we've got stores now featured directly on the home page. So, and I'm going to look at that in a minute, where we have certain stores get pushed to the top just based on prices. And then kind of a summary down here with recently viewed items, which I've already done a little exploring, but most of this is within the past hour for me, so I haven't seen a lot here. Condensed upper bar over here, where we've got your profile, wanted list, and a cart. And so the cart thing is kind of new because it looks like everything is more consolidated than previously, where you had multiple carts for multiple stores. Wanted lists, my wanted lists have not carried over yet, although I am logged in, so I don't know if that's something that's going to eventually get exported, or if people are going to have to rebuild the wanted list. Might be a problem. This is still pretty early, so that might be something we see in the future, where that just gets exported through however they're converting everything over here. Okay, so with that in mind, one thing I really like to use Bricklink for is individual pieces and looking at kind of the history there. So, you know, where are we going to find that? There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff about that on the home page. We're going to have to go a little harder, just a little more detailed now. There's a drop-down menu over here where you can start browsing by sets, parts, and minifigs. So 3 main categories now. There's also a category for Studio, where they're really integrating some of the user, user content back into the site. And Bricklink is a very much user-based website, so I'm glad to see that's still here. But let's just go to the parts for now. So the main parts page has this nice summary up top, 50,000 LEGO parts in the catalog. Don't know if they're counting every entry or how they're doing that. But the first thing that we see right off the bat is categories, new part categories. And it's going to take some getting used to, depending on how long people have been using Bricklink, how familiar people are with the previous categories, and how people are sorting their own collection. This is either going to be helpful or really a pain, because if you're really familiar with the old Bricklink categories, it looks like those are pretty much gone. So yeah, I'm not going to try to find the old ones right now. I'm just going to focus on the new site. But yeah, let's go a little farther into this here while I'm looking. Let's look at Brick Modified, and now we start to go down the chain you know, the hierarchical structure of Bricklink. It seems like it's mostly still in place, still intact. But yeah, let's just look at say the first thing in the list is the profile, the masonry profile brick, which is a really nice brick. Some similar catalog information is still present, but it's all been rearranged. So this whole layout is pretty much brand new. There's kind of the sitemap right here, part brick modified, another brick modified tag, and then the part number. So that information is still available. The thumbnail image seems like pretty standard. You know, just for comparison's sake, let's go ahead and type 98283 into the old Bricklink. Alright, there's our brick modified. So this is classic Bricklink. Very word, well, it's what I'm used to. So it doesn't seem out of order at all. It's just what we had. If you compare that with the Bricklink XP page, this page just looks cleaner, to be honest. And I think that's kind of what LEGO's going for here. There was an announcement page as well that I kind of skipped over, and LEGO did mention that they want the new user experience to kind of be highlighted here. So people that are trying to get back into LEGO for the first time, looking for sets, looking for bricks, you know, how is this site going to look for them? So someone brand new to LEGO collecting, if they see this, it's very functional, but it is also a little bit outdated if you do a direct comparison. And like I said before, we didn't have anything to compare it to, so this just looked normal. But now that we have the Bricklink XP page, it does make this look older, and you know, almost 10, 20 years older if you go by web page standards. So you know, it has more of an Amazon feel, if you would, to the new page. And like I was saying, yet to be seen whether this is good or bad. So yeah, let's go in here a little bit deeper. And you know what I realized is my 2 previous videos about navigating Bricklink are now going to become obsolete because that was all on the classic website. So however long they keep classic Bricklink up, those videos will still apply, but then at some point it's all going to be different. So now a relic of the past, but yeah, I just want to take a look at how easy it is to go down those same trails, that same history tracing that I did before. So these are still links, they just don't light up blue. We'll look at dark red, I guess. Now what we have is kind of the summary down here. So I'm going to try to do this at the same time. Over here we had the color info tab previously, where you had these known colors. So really consolidated the color info all in one spot. And then this wanted list one was maybe a little distracting because people want this brick in all these colors, but they're not available in all these colors. So this was maybe considered information that was too extra for this page, and it looks like it's been really condensed in terms of what is actually displayed about the item. So old Bricklink has a bunch of stuff here where we have the colors, lots for sale, colors on wanted list, colors in the price guide info, and actually known colors. And now it's just these known colors that are displayed. So like I was saying, really condensed, really focused on maybe people that are new to LEGO collecting and LEGO history. So let's go a little further here. Mold year 2012 to 2020. Color year, again, this is in the dark red, 2015 to 2020. Color code for this one. So maybe here's where we're seeing LEGO start to put in more of their company-specific information, and this could be really helpful information in terms of linking everything together. I'm not sure how available this was before. Yeah, I think to see this color code before, if it was in the classic Bricklink, there was a whole separate page for that. So that's here now. All the physical properties are here now. That's the same as before. Appears in, let's view details. So this dark red masonry brick has been in 20 sets. We can still sort the sets, so we can sort by item number. up or down. So your assembly square starts with 1. Your science tower starts with BL, so it's alphanumeric. We can sort by item name, date added, date updated. So let's do date added. The first time this piece appeared was in the Soldier's Outpost, and it's most recently appeared in Tuning Workshop. So pretty easy to navigate in terms of the historic side that I like. Alright, let's look over here at this panel real quick. And this is what I was saying before, where we have a single store that's kind of pushed up to the top just based on probably the item price. But if you start adding multiples, let's say I want like 50 of these, it's going to change to a different store because there's a better deal available at a different store. If I say I want 100 of these, now there's a different store to where if you're ordering a lot of pieces, it's kind of built into stores sometimes where if you're ordering a lot of these, they'll offer maybe a discount on those. But if you just want one, it looks like this, another brick store, will have one for 12 cents. And you can add it to your cart from here and that kind of stuff. I changed it to used. Different store. It's actually more expensive there. Interesting. Okay. Last thing here that's on the main page to look at is discussion, kind of towards the bottom here. This is maybe to me like the attempt to integrate the forum side of LEGO discussion right into the main page. So there's a place to write a comment, a place to review the actual piece. So if this is the same across the board for all sets, minifigures, pieces, everything on Bricklink, then there's maybe additional opportunities here to review more than just sets, what we've had in the past. Instructions doesn't really apply to the piece. I think this whole section down here is probably going to be mostly used for full set entries. So something to watch with that. I guess there's like a little store summary down here. You can add it to your wanted list. We'll see what happens. Hey, here's my old wanted lists. So I guess they did import. Okay, I'll put it in random parts and update list. Okay, so let's see what my list looks like on the new Bricklink XP. Not too much different. Is this the same list? Yeah, okay. So here's the old Bricklink Classic wanted list, Bricklink XP wanted list. Yeah, really similar here. So that's maybe part of the site that didn't get changed as much. And I'm glad to see that my wanted list did get transferred over. So looks like that appears to be working. Alright, let's go back one more time. We'll do the whole process again with minifigs. Again, there's still a search bar here, so we can search for pirate. Let's see what happens when I search pirate. So some classic guys here. There's SpongeBob, pirate. So yeah, pretty decent search terms. Looks like search results are getting through. We'll just pick one to look at. Pirate Blue Jacket. Minifig information. Year release 2009. Size information isn't in yet. It's probably not in the old Bricklink either. Appears in one set and consists of these parts. So as we go kind of up in the hierarchy of complexity, we can probably start to get more of this. I would imagine, I guess I'll check in a minute, a set would probably have the parts list here. Which set has this been in? Pirates building set. Really similar layout here to the other entries. Consists of 146 parts in one minifig. So let's go to our parts list. And yeah, it looks like this is another part of Bricklink that hasn't changed a lot. It's just been maybe imported to the new site. So most of the biggest changes that we're seeing are all up on the front end, where people would first be seeing the site if they're new to Bricklink. And then by the time you get back down to set inventories, to part listings, the actual part listing page has gotten an update to the layout, but inventories and item info still looks like it's all present and it still looks pretty coherent. Like, the idea of listing everything by color is not new. That's been part of old Bricklink, so that's still the same. Listing minifigs and parts separate has been consistent. We can still sort by item name, item number, so sorting is still allowed. Most of the features and functions looks like it's still here. Here's a store from Germany selling the set, boosted up to the top. This is interesting. We've got kind of a similar theme layout to Lego.com. Current themes here. Lego brand has its own theme. Hidden side. Wreck shrimp boat. I'm just going to see how easy it is to go all the way down like I've done in my previous videos. View details. Here's our minifigs, here's our parts. What do we have? Lantern parts pretty new. Mold year 2018-2020. Color code. Item number. All looks good. The actual set or item picture looks like that's been imported. Known color summaries here. Pearl gold. Let's see. Oh, I've got a page timeout. There it is. So yeah, I guess the biggest difference here is this this store panel right up front, where before when we were looking at individual parts, let's go to this direct part 3776. 3 sevens. Lantern. So before, when we look at an individual part, it's all focused on that part, and there's nothing on this very upper section about buying it. You will see that kind of farther down where it's items for sale, and that automatically got sorted by price before. Yeah, sorted by lowest price. So the part page, the part entry in the database was very focused on this information that's now kind of shifted over to the side, and on the right side is the purchase information. So it's very buyer friendly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's not to say that Bricklink Classic is not buyer friendly, but it was very, very much a bare bones database compared to our Bricklink XP update. Appears in 6 sets. Let's view the details here. I'm not seeing that wanted list mess anywhere anymore, so maybe that's kind of gone for good. So Gold Lantern was available in these 6 sets. Let's sort by date added. Yeah, functionality appears decent. Database inventory appears decent. I think the biggest thing to get used to here is going to be our new part categories. And like I said, depending on how familiar you are with the original Bricklink layout, this is probably going to be the hardest thing to get used to, especially looking in stores. And this video is getting a little long, so I'm not going to go any further into the shopping side. But first look, first impression is this is an upgrade to Bricklink, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I think that's just because Lego has changed a lot in a very short amount of time, which I'll say again, I was wrong. I did not anticipate this going to be changed so much. So to say I'm pleasantly surprised, I would not say that at this point, but I am liking the direction that it's going. So I'll put that out there. Again, just my opinion, and I think the idea that we have the opportunity to give feedback currently right here, you just tell Lego what's up. Do you like the store? I think Lego's going to get a lot of negative feedback, and so we might see some things change back towards the classic Bricklink, and that won't necessarily be bad in itself either, because maybe a hybrid of our brand new Bricklink XP and the classic Bricklink that we know and love, it would kind of be a good middle ground, a good compromise for Lego and their third-party fans. So Maybe at some point I'll take a look at stores and buying on the new Bricklink XP, but that's really all I wanted to cover right now. Just a really initial first look. A lot of these are my first thoughts on the website, the updated website. So I know there's going to be a lot of discussion about this in the coming days and weeks, probably a lot longer, depending on how long LEGO lets the old Bricklink run. This will be bounced back and forth in the community for a while. But yeah, thanks for watching. First opinion is this is definitely a change, but I think it's a change in the right direction. So let me know what you think in the comments, and keep an eye on this one, guys. Could see this going a lot of different directions in the future. Alright, see ya.